Good morning, it's day 49 and we are getting ready to have another great day on the trail. We are headed to Lost Mountain Shelter, and from the looks of it, we might start dry. About 8:12 and we are getting ready to get started. Camp is cleaned up and we're ready for a great day. I feel like I slept pretty good last night and the weather was good. Tonight it's supposed to get down colder, but like 42, 45 for the next couple nights. I'm gonna continue to take that Zyrtex. I did get a little dizzy when I woke up this morning, but I didn't feel like it was as severe as ones before. So I'm hoping that makes a difference. And my body's feeling pretty good, and excited to be in Virginia. We're getting closer and closer to 500 miles, which blows my mind. But we will stay at a shelter tonight. I don't know if we'll stay in the shelter, but that's going to be our campsite area. And then I think one more night in a shelter, and then we're going to go to a church hostel, and then into Marion for our 0. So we might do a little slack pack there. And we're just going to decide based on how our bodies are feeling. So we haven't really taken a 0 since Johnny's. So we got some mountain laurels I want to show you. Look at those. I love those flowers. We have, I think, 14.5 today. Yesterday we did 16.5. I thought it was less than that, but that's what Far Out says, so that's what I'm going with. Just came across the spring. Just came across this water source. So beautiful.
Decided to take our shoes and socks off and put our feet in the water. This guy's next.
That was refreshing. We just put our feet in the creek, and for about, I don't know, a little over 5 minutes maybe. And I know that 9 Lives, his feet have been bothering him. So I'm glad that we were able to do that. They're hiking ahead of me a little bit, but yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff. So I'm glad we took the time to do that. We have a climb coming up. It's about 1,000, a little over 1,000 feet, I think, to get to the first shelter, which I think is Saunders. And we're going to do lunch there. And then we will carry on to the shelter that we're going to be staying at tonight. So there's rain in the forecast for the whole week, but it's holding off for a little while. So grateful for that. I've been able to write a couple letters on my notes that I needed to get done. One was to one of the graduating seniors that played volleyball for me. Her mom is doing something and asked for a letter quite a while ago. So I apologize for that, but I was walking and talking and just audio recording or transcribing or whatever onto my notes, and then I'll just read through it, make some adjustments, and send it on to her, and that'll be done. And then I had my volleyball coach from high school pass away this year, and she was very influential in my life, and they are doing a celebration of life memorial service for her in June, and I'm not going to be able to go to that, which is sad because she was such a big, huge impact in my life, and I was able to stay in contact with her for all these years. And I graduated back in 1979, so I think she had a big influence on the kind of coach that I was. And so I've been trying to put together a letter and kind of share my thoughts and my appreciation for her to her family. And I'm so grateful that my nephew Alex is willing to go to her celebration of life on my behalf and represent our family. And then he'll also give this letter that I've been working on to her family. So that's what I've been doing this morning. And now I'm on the climb. And yeah. So yesterday when I went to the pharmacy to ask them about like the dizziness and all that, and I got some Zyrtex, I should have asked them if there's anything I could do for my ingrown toenail, because it's starting to become a little bothersome, but I forgot. So hopefully when I get back into Damascus for trail days, I can go over there and ask her and see if she has any suggestions. And then when we were in there, I was able to take some pictures of the schedule for trail days. Holy cow, they got a lot going on. It's almost overwhelming to see the schedule, but I really want to go for the vendors and for the parade. So those are my two priorities as far as that goes. And I want to be around the other hikers. Hopefully I'll get to meet Ramdino, because I've loved watching his trail updates every week as I have been prepping for this trail for quite some time. So yeah, so that's exciting. But Virginia's got a lot of things coming up. Because it is such a long state for us to go through and far out, they've divided up into two sections, the southern section and the northern section. And the southern section has some pretty cool things that we're looking forward to. So it'll be fun to share those with you guys. And ooh, I knew I wasn't gonna get over that without a really big squat. Ooh. Okay, I'm through that. But yeah, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And I love bringing you guys along on my daily trail walks, hikes, and sharing what I'm doing. So let's take a look at this trail. Sorry, half my face is gone most of the time. Here we go. This is the trail that we're going on right now. I just did a little uphill. I told you guys a couple days ago about this guy that came into the shelter, and he has hiked over 10,000 miles and is a writer and does a lot with the different hiking companies. And he was telling me to shorten my steps up and just try to go at a nice even pace, whether you're going uphill or downhill. Well, his trail name is called Bitter Goat. Don't know the origin to that, but he was really nice, and I appreciated his help as far as my backpack goes, and you know, shortening up my steps. So I think that it has helped. My shoulders still bother me on my backpack, but not as much. So there's improvement. That's always a good thing. Phew. Fun stuff. It's a great day to be out here. I don't know if that's wind that I hear or rushing water. I hope it's rushing water because I love seeing that. All right, check in with you in a little bit. It was definitely water that I heard as we're walking along this stream, and they are rock scrambling over here, so I'll probably have to take this down. Whew. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this with my phone. Here's this rocky ledge we're going through right now. And the beautiful rushing water to our right. Be careful where you're stepping here. We'll be going uphill pretty soon. As soon as we hit a trail junction for another trail, we start our incline up the mountain to our lunch shelter. Look at that down there. Oh, and the sun is shining. We got a nice full little bridge right here. This is what I like, these stone steps. I just can't imagine what it took for them to put those in there. Some water popping out of the side of the mountain. Some more right there. And this awesome bridge. Look at that. What a treat. It's all running down to that water place, to that creek water place. Ay, ay, ay. Just use that handlebar right there to go down those two. And first time I've seen that on trail. But heading north, following those white blazes. I love that these flowers are blooming. So beautiful. Just took a quarter-mile side trail to Saunders Shelter, and it is adorable. There's a privy here, so now that we're in Virginia, it looks like there's more privies, and the shelter looks really nice. So here's the inside. It's a one level, and they've got a fire ring and some good tent sites. They've got a privy that goes back behind the shelter somewhere. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see it right there. Let's see if I can get. So, not too far away. And then there's water about 100 yards back. So we're gonna gather our rain clothes and have some lunch. 9 Lives and I are on our way to find some water. Overnight beer storage, perfect. They said that there are 9 of those within the next 50 miles. So hopefully we will be able to store our food in a beer canister or a beer box like that all the way through this section of the trail, which would be amazing. Here's the first privy we've seen since that over mountain shelter. And it looks like Virginia has given us beer boxes and privies and really nice shelter so far. So hats off to you, Virginia. We're liking you so far. We just got back on the trail from lunch, and Saunders shelter was sweet. It was really, really nice. We had our lunch there. I had a peanut butter and leather strip sandwich, a wrap, and then I had, what else did I have? Oh, a bag of peanuts and a miniature Heath bar. I thought I had something else, but I can't remember. And then now the winds have picked up and there are some rain clouds. So I have my pack cover on, but I haven't committed to the rain jacket or rain pants yet. So we have 6.5 miles to get to the shelter. And, ooh, sorry. So we'll probably get wet between here and there, but it's not supposed to be a lot of rain. So maybe it'll just sprinkle a little bit and I won't have to haul out the rain gear. So, but lunch was good and I am ready to forge forward one step at a time. It should be just little bumps and some downhill and then a little climb up to the shelter for the night. If it's gonna rain, I'm probably gonna stay in the shelter. But if not, I had a great sleep last night in the tent. Wouldn't mind repeating that. The temperatures have dropped. It's supposed to get down to 42 tonight. So either way, I think I'll be warm. My quilt is wonderful. And I'm just trying to figure out when the temps are gonna stay up and I'm not gonna need that 10-degree bag. So that's still TBA at this point. So, all right, it's time for me to hike on. Just came around the corner. There's this pond right here. But I just ran into one of the hikers that I have been leapfrogging with for weeks. And his name is Poppins. And I'm gonna put a picture up here just so I can keep track of it. But such a nice guy. And yeah, he's out here hiking right along with us. One day we'll be ahead of him. Next day he'll be ahead of us. But we keep on passing each other, staying at the same campsites or shelters. So I just wanted to put it on here so that I had record of it. But really nice guy and just cruising along. So we are on the Creeper Trail and the Appalachian Trail. They joined up again and I'm not sure how long we walk on this, but we have about a little under 2.5 miles before we get to our campsite. So at some point we will veer off the Creeper Trail and start climbing again. We did about 3 miles in the rain. It wasn't bad. We put our jackets on, but not our rain pants. So I'm a little bit wet on my shorts, but not bad. The sky is blue now. We'll probably take our rain jackets off again. I'm getting ready to shed my rain jacket. The skies are blue again. And I think we're getting ready to get off the Creeper Trail and get on the actual trail. I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. So I think the trail is going to go to the left here, and the Creeper Trail is going to continue to go straight on, I think. We'll see. Actually go over the bridge. Just had a couple bikers go past us. Looks like quite a drop down there. All right, we put our rain jackets back on. Look at the clouds. just arrived to Lost Mountain Shelter. I don't know if there's going to be any room in the shelter, but we have made it here. Right by this beer box and didn't even see it, but so excited. And then we also have a privy. Life is good. I'm staying in the shelter tonight. Here tonight is, whoa, I almost spilled my water. Biscuits and gravy with pork patty crumbles. And this is what it looks like before it's rehydrated. And there's my water. It needs to boil. It's the end of day 49. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. Peace out.